Alright, so we fought our way after a long time through the 6 floors of Magatsu Mandala. And this last floor in particular was a big spiral full of enemies. So that was fun. Thanks, Adachi. And we're kind of over-leveled at this point because of all the fighting. Like, I'll show you our status. I'm 79. Yukiko is 79, Rise 78, which is a real shame because at 79, Rise learns Vigor Song, which gives 10% of your SP back at the end of every fight, which is amazing, and would have made this a lot easier, but she's just shy of it. Kanji is also 79, and Naoto's level 76. So I was hoping to get Naoto up to 75, I've blasted right past that. So I'm ready to move on toward the end of this dungeon, it just took forever to get here. So something's beyond here. Senpai, are you ready? Let's go. Alright, we have a giant antenna tower with the sword. Let's, oh, and it's casting Mega Doleon. That's a great first move to see come out of a boss.
Good move now, Tokun. You're on a roll.
Let's try some spells of our own. I do have to have Mega Doleon on her, but it's kind of pointless. For her to be casting it right now since there's only one target. And it's way overcosted. Okay, so that is going to be a no-go. Let's try a physical attack. Nope, it's got high counter. That's not good. I'm actually going to go ahead and heal everybody a little bit. Let's try Zeodine. See if any of these elements help. Or if this is just going to be one of those bosses that... Okay, this is just going to be one of those bosses then.
Good move now, Tokun. You're on a roll.
Let's try Wind.
Someone finish this one off.
Alright, it looks like Fire is probably going to be our best bet. And Yukiko has Fire Amp now. So she's getting super boosted fire damage.
So persistent.
And it still only does 82 damage. So I think we're just going to probably have to wear this one down. It's definitely one of those bosses. But fortunately, everybody except Kanji has some form of fire attack. So I guess we'll just... It's got high counter, so it's going to end up hurting Kanji a lot, but he can take it, and I can heal him. But I'm not going to have him cast Lightning, given what that did to the boss before. I'm actually also going to spend a turn using Heat Riser. Although, actually, I probably should use Kanji to cast Mataru Kaja, now that I'm thinking about it. And get everybody's attack up. But Heat Riser boosts attack, defense, and evasion hit rate. So, getting that on Yukiko will just boost the fire damage even more. Pitiful as it is, we can at least get some damage done to this thing. So I will have him Mataru Kaja the party, so we can at least max out the damage that we are able to do to this boss. Yukiko coming in with the buffs, so I don't need to do any more buffs. Go ahead and I'll just keep whacking on this enemy here. Kanji, I guess we'll have to start physically attacking it here in a minute. It's kind of a shame. And I didn't mean to do... Oh, wait. Okay, new plan. High counter is going to hurt, but we can heal from that. And attacking it physically seems to, if we can get past high counter, do a fair amount of damage. So I'm gonna, since I forgot to heal as myself and attack by accident, I'll use Salvation, which is Yukiko's, I believe Yukiko's unique version of Meidei Arahan. That is basically a Meidei Arahan and an Amrita for everybody. So it heals all status effects and heals everybody to full health. And it's really overcosted, but Yukiko's really the only person with the SP pool big enough to support that kind of attack. So I'm fine with that on her. And we're just gonna use this new strategy that's actually working against the boss.
That's amazing, Yukiko-senpai.
Yeah, oh crap. Yeah, Naoto has a pistol, which inflicts fear. I found it in this dungeon. It does a lot of damage. It has lower than average accuracy, but it inflicts fear. So when it got reflected back on her, it inflicted fear on her. Fortunately, we had Yukiko to clear that up. It also did a lot of damage to Naoto. It is a very powerful gun. It's got like 375 attack power, which is a lot. Like, that's not direct damage. I don't actually know the formula for how they calculate damage, but it does a lot of damage when it hits.
I couldn't defeat it. So persistent.
Nobody's really hurt. I'll just go after it with this one.
Couldn't finish it.
Yeah, this seems like a one-trick pony of a boss.
Naoto-kun. Oh, this isn't good.
Oh, that could have killed Naoto. It basically did kill Naoto, except for the fact that she withstood the attack. But that's okay. Worst comes to worst, we have Salmon Recon on Yukiko. Oh, and here comes Rise with some more buffs. Rudy's defense increased. Alright, cool.
Last one. Go.
Yeah, lay down and die already.
There was only ever one Rise. What are you talking about, last one?
Good move, Naoto-kun. You're on a roll.
There we go.
Well done, everyone.
Dropped it with the gun. And that's a lot of XP.
Congratulations.
80. This actually could get Rise up to Vigor Song.
Stronger?
Another level. Gotta keep at it.
I gained a level.
It's
Yes!
level up time.
Rise learned Vigor Song. Alright, so I actually have to pick something. Oh wait, no, it upgraded. I didn't have to replace it. Awesome. Perfect. Yes! The power's getting weaker. We might be able to pass through that place now. Let's go back, Senpai. What do you mean go back? What, you mean I gotta go all the way back up there? Or I can just use Rise to return to the previous floor. Maybe skip. Yeah, I have to go back the rest of the way manually. Well, that's annoying, and I'll just go ahead and do that and see you on the other side. So I realized I could kind of cheat that a little bit, and I just used a Go-Ho M item, which teleports you out of the dungeon to the back into the room where what's her face, the room with all the posters of the Enka singer. And from there, I just walked back into the dungeon and went back to Magatsu Inaba instead of having to go back to Magatsu Mandala. So once we get back, I think to floor 2 or 3, we should be back where we needed to be anyway. So we'll zoom on through there, and it'll be a little bit easier. Yeah, here's that hole that I jumped in to get into Magatsu Mandala. So the room with the boss should be just up this way a little bit. I think it's this way. Yeah, up here. I'm just running past the shadow. I don't need to fight it. Alright, so now we are in. And once we go through the store, it'll be time to fight Adachi. So I'm going to make sure everybody's got SP levels at respectable amounts with some soul food. It restores all of an SP. Do I have any other SP restorative items? I think some of this candy might give SP. HP. Oh, wow. It's a really nice cookie. Alright, I'll give this 25 SP to Kanji. So I'm expecting to use the 2 soul foods I have on myself and Yukiko. And that should be good enough. And we'll go on in. Adachi, we're here for you. Come on out! Weird perspective makes running difficult. Adachi is just up ahead. This is it, Senpai. Proceed? Of course.
Wow, I'm surprised you made it this far.
Allow me to confirm the crimes you've committed thus far.
In case anyone's forgotten.
You had suspicions that this world was dangerous, yet you threw Mayumi Yamano into the TV.
I mean, kind of. I mean, his intentions were not good, but he didn't know he could do that when he threw Mayumi into the TV, so that's a bit misleading.
Knowing full well that Miss Yamano died here, you did the same to Saki Konishi.
Now that he's definitely very guilty of. Well, he's also guilty of killing Yamano, but he didn't intend to throw her into the TV, that's all I'm saying.
Not only that, but you duped Namatame into taking over your murder attempts while you watched like a spectator at a game. When the disappeared stopped dying, you sent a warning letter to ensure more victims. Even when a copycat killer arose, you had the gall as a detective to eliminate a suspect under investigation. 2 people died in the last 6 months, and a young girl is now in critical condition. But that's not all. If at any turn something had gone wrong, many more would have succumbed. All for some foolish excitement, like a criminal reveling in the chaos he creates.
Yeah? So what's your point? All I did was put people in here. It's the world that really kills them, isn't it?
This guy just never runs out of justifications, does he?
This world reflects people's thoughts. Which, oh dear, does that mean the real culprits are everyone on the outside, including you?
No, of course not.
To hell with that! You did that stuff knowing full well those people were gonna die! If that's not a crime, then what is?
You're so self-righteous.
How can you say that? Aren't you a police officer? Out of everything you could have been, didn't you specifically choose to join the police?
Don't make me laugh. Just because someone joins the police doesn't make them some kind of agent of justice. You know why I applied? So I could legally carry a gun. That's all. You'd be surprised how many are like that.
It's a very dumb reason.
I thought it would be fun too. But to tell the truth, that was a wash. Everyone around me was such an idiot. I made one tiny mistake, and they all got on my case and sent me out here to Nowheresville as punishment.
Given everything we know about you, I doubt you made a tiny mistake.
I was bored shitless and wondering what to do next when I discovered this power.
For crying out loud! Why a bastard like you?
A gift for having to put up with this lame job out in Nowheresville, I guess. I did that stuff 'cause I could, and it got interesting, so I watched.
That's your reason? You can't be serious! You really don't care what happens to our world?
Let's be honest, there's nothing great about the real world, is there? It's just dull and annoying as hell. No one accepts that's the way things are. They're just stuck with it because they can't deny it either. Those who actually succeed in life, they just happen to be born with a magic ticket called talent.
Oh, great. Here we go.
If you don't have it, you can either accept or deny that fact until you die. That's your only choice. Once you realize that, all you have left in life is despair. The ultimate game over.
This guy has convinced himself of an awful lot of crap.
Wouldn't it be better if that kind of reality was wiped away?
That's complete BS.
Brats like you are so damn naive. You piss me off. Listen, you might have hopes and dreams right now, but that's only because you know nothing about reality. One day you'll see. You'll be faced with a boring reality that boxes you in, no matter where you go.
You're the only boring thing here! If you want to disappear, go ahead! Stop dragging us into it!
Stop yelling, punk. I understand you're all afraid and gotta act tough to cover it up, but geez. I'm telling you all this based on my own experience in life. Think about it for a second. Once everyone turns into shadows, they'll still keep on living, oblivious to all the things around them. So how's that different from the way it is now? No, this'll make things much easier for everyone.
Why do you care about anybody else, even if you think this would be good for them?
Easier? What the hell are you talking about?
Come on, how many people out there actually think about what's real, or what's right and wrong? Next to none, I bet. It's useless to think about those things in the first place.
Also, if shadows are literally made of suppressed human emotions, and all the humans turn into shadows, what next, genius? Wouldn't they all just disappear because there's no humans left to suppress their emotions?
You don't get anything out of facing reality, and there's no way to change it either. I mean, what could be more boring than brooding over things you can't change?
I don't know, maybe monologuing about them?
It's better to just ignore them and believe only what you want to believe in life. Doesn't that sound a lot easier? It would be awesome if everyone's life could be that easy. No matter who you are, your lifespan is about 80 years or so, right? Then it'd be easier if we all just became shadows. No need to
Why?
hold back anything. No more pretending we don't see things.
Yeah, but we'd all turn into giant balls made of pink and yellow stripes with giant tongues or something. It wouldn't be fun.
Honestly, we don't need our world anymore. Better to let it be swallowed up and for mankind to turn into shadows. That's what all those people who are scared to death really want. So it's my duty to see that they get it.
Nobody wants anything like that! It's just you, dumbass!
Jeez, Don't you remember what it was like when your shadow came out?
How does he know that?
It must have been enjoying life far more than you.
Be careful! I don't know what's happening!
Whoa.
You all saw shadows as mere monsters, didn't you? These things move on pure instinct. They go wild because you defy them. You annoying little brats are the ones who are wanted in the new world!
Speak for yourself! Living is too painful for you, but you don't want to die? Of course no one would understand. It makes no sense. You're just throwing a tantrum like a kid who can't have his way!
People can't live alone. If you give in and sever your ties to human society, it will naturally become hard to live in it. Yet you refuse to face life and admit your fault, running from your own humanity like a coward.
People point out that there's a very interesting duality that they put in this game between Yu and Adachi, where Yu goes out with his ability to go into the TV and forms a bunch of social links and, makes everyone around him better and stronger, and Adachi gets the same ability to go into the TV world and do all of this, and he cuts himself off intentionally from everybody except for Yu, who kind of forces a social link upon him. But even then, he just kind of, tries to avoid the old lady, and as a result, he just gets more and more concentrated with the power of whatever it is into himself. But it just kind of, turns into this big bluish cloud and consumes him, and it's not healthy for him to kind of be selfish in that way by severing all of his ties. Anyway, I just think it's interesting the way that they use that kind of a theme through the game, and there's that sort of played off of each other.
And though you claim to find life troublesome, you cause nothing but trouble for many others. Your twisted logic is that of an immature, egotistic brat.
Shut up!
Oh yeah, real mature, Adachi.
Stop trying to act all tough! You guys can't even stand on your own, unless you deny everything I said! Stupid teenagers! You have no idea what kind of shit I've been through!
Favored by the world, my ass. I'm gonna say it flat out. You're just a worthless criminal!
I guess that's what pushed him over the edge.
Here he comes. This'll probably be our last battle. Let's hit him with everything we've got.
That's why I use the SP items. And everybody except for the 4 of us in the active party is just gonna stand there, I guess.
The world is about to change!
Okay.
Your existence won't belong there! I thought I could just leave you be, but you're like a plague! I'll have to get rid of all of you!
Let's do it. If we work together, there's no chance we could lose to a man like this.
Shut up! Get lost! Get the hell out of my sight!
All
I
right.
can't believe he's the one. That bastard.
All right, so
We can't
here's the
lose,
plan.
No matter what.
We're gonna switch to Trumpeter, because Trumpeter has the awesome combination of Zeodyne, and I've equipped an item on myself I found in the dungeon that it boosts my electric damage by 30%, but also has Debilitate, which does a triple play of debuffs onto one foe, which is not great when you're grinding through lots of enemies. When you're fighting a boss, fantastic. So we'll start by making Adachi suck even more, and then we'll just start hitting him with things. I'm gonna try shooting him with Naoto and see how much that does. And then we're gonna go over here and we're gonna use Yukiko's Super Fire Attack. Oh yeah, that was very effective. We're just gonna start wailing on him. Alright, and then he's gonna cast Heat Riser on himself to counteract what I just did.
A persona, but that
I
can't
don't know
be.
if I want to continue fighting him with this at 30 SP a turn. I'm going to try one more turn and see if he continues to cast Heat Riser, because Heat Riser is the opposite of Debilitate. It buffs all 3 of the things that I just dropped. So, I don't want to keep wasting, because that's just way too much SP. That's not sustainable.
Let's go.
So if he keeps trying to buff himself, I may just let him have the buffs and go after him. But if I can get his, all 3 of those things down, we're going to do a lot of damage to him. So I may settle for buffing our team. Nope, see, he didn't do it, so he's just going to cast Mudoon. Which is annoying, because if it hits me, it's one-shot kill, but Trumpeter is also immune. I didn't even realize that. Is Trumpeter immune to darkness? Oh, it repels light and it's immune to darkness. Fantastic. No one-hit kills for me. Alright. Let's pay that back with a little bit of lightning. Man, it's almost like I've got Thunder Rain back.
It's over.
Kanji doesn't have a lot of SP. I'm gonna see if hitting him is helpful. No, not really.
Shut up and let me finish you off!
Evil smile. Okay. Afflicted with fear.
Yukiko-senpai scared.
We'll get her back up. That's fine. Somebody will do a move before their turn. There we go. Yep. Benefits of having your team use have high social anxiety. I really needed to get Kanji's up before this, but oh well. I tried. Alright. This has turned into a piece of cake.
Come on down!
I should have cast Mataru Kaja to buff it even more.
You're all such a pain in the ass! I'll kill you! Just like I did those other ones!
Vorpal Blade. It's high physical damage to everybody. But that actually didn't really do that much to us. We're a little bit over-leveled for this because I was trying to grind Nato up, so it may end up making him look like a pretty easy boss. He's not. What the heck? Whoa. Okay.
Let's go.
Resay buffs are the salvation of late game damage. Just, I mean, look at the difference between what I was doing before and what I'm doing now, just because of Resay buffs. Like, we might knock him basically down from like 40% health to nothing in one round. Okay, his debilitate wore off. And now he'll wound everybody, which is annoying. We got Kanji. Power charge, I'm not that worried about. He's really not going to have a turn. So I am going to just blast him again. We need to debilitate him with that little bit of health left. Yeah! Bye-bye, Dachi. Trumpeter leveled up. Oh, and Trumpeter learned Heat Riser. So Trumpeter can now debuff and rebuff everybody. I don't actually know if I want to replace any of the things that that's helpful with Heat Riser. I'm gonna go ahead and replace Megazoleon because Naoto knows that. Yeah, I do want to replace that, and this way I can combo buffs and debuffs with the same persona.
It's level up time.
Yeah, we're topping out the skill trees too.
Damn, this is lame. Oh well, our world's gonna disappear soon, no matter what. I didn't have anywhere to go back to anyways. Everyone's gonna become shadows.
Whoa, what you doing, buddy?
What the?
All humans will become shadows.
It's evil ghost Tadachi.
And I shall descend upon the united world as the master of order.
Descend? Order? What's with this guy all of a sudden?
Actually, he's doing the Psycho Mantis float, really.
What's happening?
Guys, this isn't Adachi. It's someone completely different.
It is Psycho Mantis.
Both this world and yours will soon be enclosed in a fog that never lifts. It will be the peaceful world that mankind has longed for.
Who are you?
I am Amino Sagiri, one who rules the fog, one awakened by man's desires. Do what you will, but your world's erosion cannot be stopped. It is an inevitability. You played your part well, stirring up the will of the masses into madness. But that will soon come to an end. Mankind will soon become shadows and live on in the darkness of the fog, oblivious of their reality.
What the hell are you? Why are you doing this?
I am the one that shepherds humans to their true desires. Though their hearts longed for peace, it could never be attained. So they tore down the wall between image and reality. Indeed, this is the outcome desired by mankind. And mankind's desires are my desires. That is why I decided to expand this world.
You're saying you're the one who created this nasty-ass world?
This is part of the sea of unconsciousness that exists within human hearts. A hollow forest born from bloated desire and false imagery. Humans view things as they see fit. They wish not for truth, but rather prefer the undesirables be hidden in fog. Still, humans fear what they cannot see. That brief yearning for truth becomes a ray of light which breaks the fog and torments the shadows.
That's why they attack and kill whoever's nearby at that time. A hollow forest. Then, this place isn't simply affected by people's hearts. It actually exists inside them?
We're inside the collective unconscious again!
Mankind abandoned its pursuit of truth, placing itself in the depth of chaos and falsehood. Thus, my strength has grown, and the fog will not lift. Your world will be engulfed by the hollow forest.
Will you shut up already? We'll just use our power to beat the heck out of you and it'll all be over!
It was I who made it possible for you to bring about this destiny. I bestowed power onto those who could brave the hollow forest. That is what allowed you to come in contact with this world, and you all have done very well since.
Bestowed power? Contact with this world? You mean the power to enter the TV?
Then the Midnight Channel, was that phenomenon also your doing?
Do 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 do.
Humans fail to see things as they truly are. They choose to see only what they wish. I acted only in support of this. A world filled with desires, viewed through a window from which one sees what one wishes to see. Humans departed from reality of their own volition, craving more false images.
A window that shows people what they want to see.
So that's why those who got famous suddenly appeared on the Midnight Channel, one after another. It was all in people's minds.
I have to say, it must be true. The Midnight Channel we saw in Namatame's hospital room, that kept bothering me since. What we saw there wasn't Namatame's true intentions at all.
Then it came on because we were all thinking, this person must be the killer, he can't be forgiven?
Aha!
We let ourselves be deluded.
Except we didn't, because we didn't throw him through the TV.
Exactly. The more false images one yearns for, the more one stops yearning for reality. And so the forest grows on. That is the expansion of this world.
Enough talk already! Long story short, you're the one behind all this! Yeah, I don't know who you are, but you're going down! People want to become shadows? Their desire is your desire? To hell with that! When did we wish for that crap anyways? We kept fighting and fighting like morons to get where we're standing.
We
Yes,
fought like morons!
That I did not foresee. The ability to master your own shadow that emerged to kill you and use its power. A new and uncertain facet of mankind. Is it worthy to put my trust in, or not?
New and uncertain. The people have been doing this for at least 20 years, if you go back in the timeline.
It must be tested.
Oh, here we go. It ate Itachi! Oh, no, we're just standing on it now. It's a giant Technicolor coughing!
I have come to put you all to the test and judge your worth.
Like we give a damn what you came for! You've done what you want so far, but that'll end when we crush you!
Precisely. Then we know what we gotta do now.
I don't want people to turn into shadows.
We'll defeat it for sure. I'll back you up with everything I've got. This thing has no right to exist.
Alright, round 2. Well, we fight a giant Technicolor fog-spewing eyeball far above the town.
It's a senseless act which goes against your world's wishes. Now, let everything vanish into the sweet fog of illusion.
This is the end. This time, it's all over.
Alright.
Let's finish off ugly here. We ain't about to let a gross-looking eyeball do whatever it wants.
Let us begin.
Okay. Let's start things off by using Debilitate. Can't have him getting a boost. Let's make him as weak as possible, and then we're just gonna hit him with our best spells.
Let's go. Persona!
Next turn I will heal everybody. I don't think he's gonna one-shot the party at this level of health. I meant to cast Matsu Kaja with him. We'll do that next turn. Nice! Agna Astra, I forgot about this. It's a nasty skill. I think it's unique to this enemy. And we'll swap personas back to Yatsufusa to use my diorama real quick. Okay, then we're gonna go back onto attack, and Kanji will boost up our attack with his Matsu Kaja.
Persona!
Otherwise, we're just gonna start throwing fireballs at this eyeball.
Come on!
Give us the buffs, Kanji. And here he comes with Zeodyne, which wouldn't have even hurt Kanji if he'd hit with it. Agna Astra. Go ahead and keep playing healer. Yukiko can heal, but I don't really want her to be using Salvation every turn.
Persona!
Just because it'll blow through her SP pool.
It's
Plus, she's much more useful now that she has Fire Ramp as a serious damage dealer. Zeodyne. I actually kind of think I'm going to start conserving Kanji's SP and use it on Masaru Kaja. Foolish Whisper. Alright, he's silenced Naoto. Wonderful. Let's see if that actually lasts until Naoto's turn. Let's go back to Trumpeter now that he's not hurt us. So, and then we'll just hit him with another Zeodyne. Yeah!
Naoto-kun can't use her persona now.
How did you miss that?
Kanzeon?
It's like the size of the Death Star. Well, not really, but it's huge.
Persona! There! Naoto-kun can't use her persona now.
No one wishes for the fog to lift. Why act against the wishes of your fellow man? Consider, is that truly just?
You know, you just said no one wishes for the fog to end. Why would you act to make the fog end? So, I'm just gonna quote Nyarlathotep here and say, the contradictions keep piling up! Alright, so now I gotta debilitate him again. He's gonna get around without, Yikes. That was unpleasant. I know, top off with an Agna Astra. So, it's gonna do full damage this time, but still, we'll be alright. I am gonna debilitate him, and I'm gonna let Yukiko heal everybody. Okay. There we go. Alright, everybody, get ready for a complete heal. And also cures silence. Perfect. Very, very nice spell. Do we still have... Yeah, we still have Mataru Kaja up.
Kanji's been hit!
Oh.
Someone help him!
Marakunda. Drop our defenses a little bit. Okay. And God's Judgment. Naoto blocks that. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better result there.
Here, on your feet.
Okay.
All yours.
Yeah, Naoto also has a skill that's regenerating her SP, so she's going to have a very seemingly bottomless SP pool through this fight. Oh, God, just lasting a long time. So it reflects off of me and does very little to Kanji. Awesome. Wow, that was awesome. We missed everybody. So that's, I think this is happening because of Debilitate. We dropped his hit rate, so he just keeps missing. It's, I think, one of the best spells to have in this entire game, especially coming into the late game. You can just completely, just steal the thunder of all the bosses. Like, I mean, Adachi was easy partially because we were over leveled, but also it was really mostly because we kept debilitating him. He really couldn't hurt us. Nice.
How foolish. Your actions will draw many back into suffering and strife. Why will you not understand this?
Bewildering fog. Okay. Release the fog of confusion. I'm not going to attack him because I have a horrible feeling this is like moon shroud or night shroud thing. So I'll cast Mind Charge on myself. Oh, you know what? I wish I had guarded now. That's probably a mistake. We're gonna debilitate him as soon as he goes. Super Kaja. Taro Kaja. Yeah, he's gonna buff himself all the way up here. I'm just gonna guard, and then we'll debilitate him after he comes out of this fog. Because he's just bewildering fog, and then he just buffed himself all the way up. Yeah, that would have been an insta-kill if we hadn't been guarding. Wow. Okay.
Persona!
Let's take a recovery turn. Yukiko can heal us. I'll debilitate him. Huh. Oh, that was nice of Rise. Unnecessary, but nice nonetheless.
Persona!
Let's get rid of all of his buffs. I might have to do it twice to get him back to where he was before.
Persona!
With attack reverting, I'm gonna heal everybody, and then we'll have Kanji recast Mataru Kaja. My first time through the series, I really did not take enough advantage of buff spells and debuff spells. But since I've been doing this for recording, I've realized how helpful they actually are.
Come on now!
I just brute forced my way through boss fights the first time without casting the buff spells before. But this is actually making it much easier. You already know that she blocks that. Why would you do that? Okay, so let me check real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and debilitate him again, even though that's eating my SP, because I can always stop doing this, but I want him to be low on everything, since we're kind of coming into the home stretch here. I'm gonna go ahead and have her cast Salvation again, because I don't want to die. I'm gonna save the rest of his SP for Tarakaja. So he's just, what, just gonna spam Nebula Oculus now? Alright. Oh, he's gonna double spam it. It's like Butterfly Storm. Fortunately, it's really not doing that much to us with his debilitated state. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and switch back to Yatsufusa. And do some minor healing to free Yukiko up. And make better use of my SP. Because with Fire Amp and Mataru Kaja and his defense being lowered, it's something to behold when Yukiko attacks.
And I have no choice. I will bring about the deaths of those who would keep true peace from the world.
Yeah, good luck.
Hang tight, not so
It's a terrible start,
Hurry,
bud.
get back up.
Alright, we're just gonna guard our way through this, and we'll get back onto debilitating and then buffing ourselves when we need to. And she buffed our defense, which is super helpful going into a turn. I'm sure he's gonna start whacking
Have
us.
my revenge for that.
That's the spirit! Alright, let's make sure everybody guards. I do not want to eat this unguarded, given how much damage he's about to do with a mind-charged Nebula Oculus. Oh, and he's Tarukaja-ing himself. Is he gonna get 3 turns? No, so we gotta guard again, because he's gonna launch Nebula Oculus first. And he still has Mind Charge up. But that's giving Kanji time to regenerate his health. Yeah, alright, that wasn't too bad. And take our stat increases away. Alright, well that's fine. We'll just do another recovery turn. Not in a rush, we got no reason to hurry. Let's debilitate him. I think I'm gonna go for a double debilitate next turn. Just because we're close and I want to keep him down as much as possible. Yukiko can salvation. Top everybody up. And Kanji can give us some more. One last Mataru Kaja. Alright, well at least we wasted his turn. And here comes Risei to give us... I bet you she gives us an attack buff. Yeah. Just flip a giant middle finger to him. And, we're just trading debuffs back and forth. Ah! Alright, I want his attack down. That's really the one I want down, so it's worth casting Debilitate again. Because we're getting to the point where I don't have the SP to support healing. So we're going to have to rely on Yukiko heals, which are expensive. So I don't want this part of the fight to last too long. Okay. Galgo eyes. Wonderful. Don't have any way to give myself more SP, so we're kind of stuck with what we got. So I'll. Oh, I can't use Mind Charge because I won't have enough to cast the spell afterwards. Just hit him with everything we've got here. That did nowhere near as much as it was doing, but whatever. We're still doing enough damage to be worth it. You can keep doing that, I don't care. Damage output has dropped significantly. I'm gonna cast Heat Riser on Yukiko, since Naoto has a bajillion SP, and Yukiko has the best chance of doing a ton of damage with her Fire Amp and that happening at the same time. Plus, if she does Heat Riser, he'll waste a turn de-Kaja-ing it.
Here goes Kanzeon.
We're playing the buff trade game again. Yes, we are. But that's fine, because he's not hurting us while he's doing this. He's just annoying. Like, he's being annoying, but he's not actually doing anything that really matters. So I think that was worth it. We're gonna spend another 30 SP.
Let's go.
Because he can't do anything about it until after Yukiko's gone at least once.
Persona. There.
It's not like Naoto's about to run out of SP anytime soon. He's mad at Naoto. Oh, critical off of that. That's not good. Drop our hit rate. Okay, that's annoying.
Naoto-kun, your agility is down.
Alright, we're gonna have Yukiko heal.
On your feet.
So she's gonna Heat Riser Kanji.
All yours.
Yukiko will cast Salvation. He'll waste time debuffing Kanji. Try to gout the little eyes. Okay.
Naoto-kun.
That's
Oh,
an
this
annoying
isn't good.
spell, but I'll just cast Salvation again. It'll remove it and the
Senpai,
health
your
debuff.
agility has been lowered.
Or not the health debuff, but it will remove that and it will heal Naoto. Well, I gotta be careful, because I am burning through Yukiko's SP pool. Might have been wiser to use the full health item, but I wanted the innovation going.
Naoto-kun, your agility is down.
Hey, leave it to Kanji! Yeah! And the giant corpse of Amano Sagiri. Oh, he's not dead yet.
Powers are strong. Power comes from the heart. You have proven to me human potential. Very well. I will lift the fog from the place where you will return to. Mankind's desires are my desires. If mankind so wishes, I will return at any time. I am always at your side, watching.
Well, don't wait up. We'll keep that from happening no matter what.
Time will show the path humanity takes. Children of the new potential.
Aha! Oh, yeah, that guy.
You think it was controlling Adachi-san?
Who can say? I believe it was at least partially his own intention as well.
Can we take his gun away, please?
So that's it, huh? Fine. Live however you want. If you think you have the power to change the future, then go right ahead.
We already did that, bro.
Everyone has the power to do that.
Get out of here. The shadows will finish me off. Just leave me be. You came to kill me in the first place, didn't you?
No, dumbass. If we leave you here dying, and a dead body eventually appears, then what? What's that accomplish for anyone? Your stupid game's over. We're taking you back. Live and face your punishment. That's how it works in our world.
Right.
I'm sure that's the outcome Dojima-san wishes for as well.
We have the same power, but things turned out so differently for us.
It's because I had my friends.
Friends, huh? That's the last thing I want to hear about right now. But maybe if I had been more like you, things wouldn't have gone this way.
Duh. Adachi is smiling weakly. You can sense Adachi's sincerity. That's new. You feel as if you finally understand Adachi. Rank 9 of the Toru Adachi social link. I can make more hungry personas.
Let's go back.
Alright, let's bring him with us. At last, you and your friends have thwarted the cause of all the strife. Rank 9, Seekers of Truth. Your power for the Judgment Arcana has grown.
Greetings, Shirogane-san. We got word from Detective Dojima. He's wanted on suspicion of murdering Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi, right?
Correct.
Understood.
Good
We
luck
have an
proving
ambulance
that.
waiting downstairs. Should we have them bring the stretcher up here?
An ambulance?
Detective Dojima assumed one would be necessary.
Oh, you know us well, Dojima.
He wanted the suspect to be carefully taken into protective custody. Well, it was a personal favor to him.
They were partners, after all.
Then yes, please have them bring up the stretcher.
Understood.
I think it's interesting that that's the sound effect for the ambulance. That's not what ambulances sound like in America, but I recognize that I think that's how it sounds in most of the rest of the world. Child.
Simon, it's so sunny! I can play outside, like you promised, right?
Oh, Makoto! Don't run like that!
It's for real! The fog's really gone! We did it. This time it's for real.
What's up, Senpai? Did you think I was crying? It's just so bright. It's been so long since the sky was that blue.
It's finally over.
Thank you.
Hey, don't get all sappy. We did this together.
That's why I'm thanking you.
But, well, this means we've won.
Thought he was gonna hug me or something.
Huh? What are we doing?
Ooh, what's this?
Everyone ready? Here goes! We did it! Woohoo! Why didn't you guys say it? You all joined in when Risa-chan did it!
I think that was a little too hard to get on the spot.
Which part did you mean for us to say?
The woohoo part!
Can we just do it over? Man, having to redo something like this kinda kills the fun of it.
This is exactly how this would go down with this group of people.
Alright, Chia, do that weird call again.
Not if you're gonna call it weird.
People are beginning to stare. I don't think we should stay like this much longer.
My hand's getting kinda sweaty.
Sheesh. Fine then. It's all yours, Sensei.
All right. Okay, then say
Don't need to
woohoo.
explain it again? Sheesh, then I'll say it. Everyone ready? Here goes. We did our best.
With everyone's help, you were finally able to lift the fog enclosing the town. And we have maxed the Judgment social link. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. They shall be your eyes to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Lucifer, the ultimate form of the Judgment Arcana. You beat up Amano Sagiri, now have Satan. The Seekers of Truth has reached its maximum level. You can now create Lucifer, the rebel king of hell.
Dude, aren't you supposed to do this before you start something, not after it's over?
Huh? Who cares?
It wouldn't be a celebration without setting Yukiko off. The battle has finally come to an end. The one behind everything has withdrawn, and the fog enclosing the town has lifted. And... I guess I will save my progress thus far. And the game continues, so that's not the end of Persona 4 Golden. That Persona 4 Golden adds like a whole couple of some extra time at the end of the game for social link stuff and things. But there's more plot developments to come. There's more interesting things. So don't assume that you can just skip to the credits and feel like you've, seen Persona 4 Golden. There's much more coming. Christmas Eve is tomorrow. Screen reads one new message. Senpai, see you tomorrow, right? Come on, it's Christmas Eve, Senpai. Please. Spend time with Rise. You decided to spend time with Rise tomorrow. Yeah, apparently Japanese Christmas is much more of a romantic holiday, kind of like Valentine's Day is in America. I did not know that, so I was confused when I watched this, and I was like, don't you want to spend it with your families? You invited Rise to your house for a romantic evening on Christmas Eve.
My throat is killing me. It's probably all the voice training. Stupid hiatus. But that has nothing to do with tonight. It's Christmas, and I'm with you, Senpai.
Rise seems to be enjoying Christmas with you.
You bought a cake for us, Senpai? I love cake. Thank you.
I actually made it. It's aromatic.
I got a present for you, too.
Obtained the silver bangle.
That's one of a kind. It's the only one in the whole world. In fact, I designed and made it myself at a carving class in Okina. The shape's a little weird, but I put all my love into it.
Aw. Thanks!
No problem.
You had a wonderful Christmas Eve with Rise. We ate the whole
Senpai,
cake?
Can I stay here tonight? When you go
Sure,
back to your
Dojima's still in the
hometown,
hospital.
and
He won't complain.
If I decide to go back to my singing career, we won't be able to see each other very often, will we? Maybe we'll never have the chance again.
Oh, come on.
That's why I want tonight to be something precious to remember. So, please?
Doesn't even give you the option to say yes or no, it just assumes. Christmas Eve continues.